Hey guys, in this video we're going to learn about how can you build an AI agent from scratch, and we'll be seeing different platforms and their pricings and why we're choosing them. So the first option that we are actually learning about is VAPI, and the second option is Bland, and the third option is Synthflow. So first of all, what is an AI agent? So we all have been in the age of AI, and AI agents are something that is completely gonna change how we gonna proceed in life. So for example, AI agents can call people and take appointments. It can book appointments. It can call people and it can remind people. So all these different things is only possible right now because of AI. So imagine like a person who can call 100,000 people at the same time, convince them, book appointment with them. So these all things is insanely useful. So that's why we are gonna learn about how to build voice AI applications. For example, if you want the most simplest option, you can go to Bland AI, but you don't get enough of those customization for it. For example, here Bland will cost you 9 cents per minute for connected calls. So that is like in general, you know how much of a call you're getting from, right? So then you have VAPI. So depending on VAPI, you have multiple pricings. For example, they charge 5 cents for the infrastructure. It's kind of building a Lego. So what are the different things in like a chatbot? So for example, there are 4 parts. The first part is when I'm speaking to you, the AI will understand what I am speaking, speech, and converts it into text. So that is one part, speech to text, right? Then in the backend, there should be an AI to take the text and convert that text into something meaningful and generate an output. Right now AI generated an output. Now you need to take that text and need to convert into speech again. So that is called as text to speech. So you have different providers for different things, and depending on it, you can build it like a Lego, and you can use whatever that you want, right? Bland, it is completely costly. It's 9 cents per call, and Synthflow, it's around 50 cents if you take this monthly plan. But if you take the $900 plan, the 6,000 minutes one, it's around 20, 25, 20 cents, I guess. But it's kind of pretty costly compared to, yeah, it's around 50 cents. So half a cent, it's very high costly. For example, additional minutes, it's 8 cents, 8 cents. But in general, even if you compare this, you need to take like high levels. The thing is, it's easier to connect calendar and functions like it here. But other than that, you can go to Bland, and if you want to have like a Lego type, you can go to VAPI. So now in this video, we will gonna see how you can build a AI chatbot, AI voice calling bot in VAPI. Okay, so go to the dashboard.vapi.ai, and you can see all the functions here. So once you go inside, you will see the VAPI dashboard. Okay, so here you see VAPI. So we already done these many number of calls and how much spent. They have a good dashboard. Right now you can go to billing, you can go to API keys. So you can give all the API keys. You can have an API key and use it in the backend system, which is very much possible, right? And it's only present in right now with this thing. So once you go here, you go to the assistants. So you can also have a phone number. You can attach a phone number. You can select the assistant that you want to attach the phone number to. You can buy a twilio number. You can import it. There are files here. For example, you can drop the file and it can be used as a knowledge base. There are tools. For example, you can have like a new tool. You can make like a make scenario thing. You can have like a go high level custom scenario, right? For example, you want to have a trigger booked, right? You can actually have that scenario here. You can have like a go high level workflow, which can be maybe like sending an SMS and all these things. So there are other things called as squads, which will be 3 or 4 people at the same place doing the work, right? So these are different kinds of things that we actually implement. So here, this is where you build your assistant. So this is called as model. So you can have, this is a German assistant that we built. So there are some parts of it. Let me show you how the parts work. For example, there is model, there is transcriber, there is voice, there is functions, there is advanced, and there is analysis. There is 6 parts to it. So let's say you take the number 1 part. So the first part, you need to select two important things here. So the provider and the model. So why you need to do? So you have different number of AIs, right? So all you knew is ChatGPT. So to get OpenAI, you have OpenAI, ChatGPT 3.5, ChatGPT 4. That is what you exactly use in your day-to-day uses. So that is why you use OpenAI, right? And in the model, you can have GPT-4, GPT 3.5, and GPT-4 Turbo. So every time you need to think about two things: how much it's costing you and how much the latency is coming up. For example, here VAPI charges 5 cents for providing per each call for providing the infrastructure. And for example, deepgram costs you 0.1 cent, right? And GPT-4 costs you 3 cents per minute, and 11 labs for giving the voice, it's costing you 16 cents. So it costs you 16 cents per minute. That's in the web mode. You need to see the twilio mode. So twilio charges how much? It's 0.014 cents. So around 18 cents you'll be costing it out when you're using VAPI, and this is the latency you'll be getting out, right? Depends on it. If you want more quality, you go to VAPI. So yeah, for example, then you have OpenAI, you have GPT-4. So let's say you can select any model. So 3.5, the cost reduces to 15 cents because GPT 3.5 cost is pretty less. It's 10 times more lesser than GPT-4, but the responses with GPT-4 are more. So that's why we use GPT-4 cluster. Even it's 18 cents, right? Then we go inside. For example, thank you for showing interest in our AI infra. What are you doing? How are you doing? I'm Amy. So it introduce itself. You can say like, hey, I'm Amy. You can show, for example, someone clicked on our ad. You can say like, hey, I'm Amy. Thank you for showing interest in our AI services. How are you doing? So this is the initial point. And the next thing is like you are an every AI assistant. That's every AI as a brand. If you want to show it. So we are actually launching a product pretty soon. And this is our landing page. Build and scaling the next unicorn. And this is the AI directory that we have right now. But yeah, other than that, so we have an entire appointment booking here. So the current year is 2024. We are telling it the date and time, and we are telling it step-by-step process. Hey there, are you a business owner? It's asking us questions, question back answers. You will give the entire prompts, right? Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, and you actually note it down in a step-by-step process, so AI can't fuck it up. So it goes through the entire process. If you want, you can have emotions on and off. It will detect the emotions, and temperature is kind of how wild you want the AI to go. So 0.7 is neutral, 1 is kind of goes more bonkers, 0.01, 0.3, those goes like very robotic responses. So always play with these values, but 0.7 is the best that generally we have. So after every change, you need to put publish here, and you go to transcriber, and you can select different options from transcriber. For example, here it is deepgram, it is Gladia. For example, let's say I select deepgram, you can select the language English. So yeah, and next you go to transcriber. So see, the number of latency increased a lot and the cost increased too, and it's 18 cents and 15. See the latency, that's what we need to check it out. And Gladia is 1900, so never fast. So already you can have different phone calls. For example, you can have like a phone call. It doesn't matter, Nova to general works pretty better, right? So then you go to voice. The best part with it is, with the providers 11 labs, you can have your own unique voice. So you can also select the different these things. This is V1, this is normal, and V2 turbo is pretty good. But when you select V2 this thing, see the latency is coming up. What happens here is, if you want to have a particular language, let's say German or let's say Spanish, and you want to copy the exact lifelike language, then it takes a lot of things, but we want more speed, so the user doesn't feel they are lagging it up. So we use 11 labs. You can actually completely take the voice. We actually had like entire voice cloned up and used it in German actually, yeah. And these are the additional functions. If you want to have like an office like background, you can use it. You can have default, or you can off it. If you want the AI to call and there is some background or noise, you can do that. You can inject some fillers if you are actually injecting some fillers like and yeah. So these kind of fillers also you can inject it. You can denoise it and available. So there is lot of customizations you can do in VAPI, and here are the functions. So for example, here are the custom functions that we wrote, right? Here we make, for example, when you want to book an appointment, this is an appointment booking function. So when you want to book an appointment, you have two things. One is to check the calendar if the date is available, and the second is book the time on calendar, right? For example, this function. So what exactly are functions? So VAPI, it's kind of like ChatGPT. It prompts it up and everything. Functions, it performs a specific task. Here, to book an appointment, you need two things. The first one, you need to know exactly when the booking is available. One. And second thing, you also need to book the appointment. So here the functions do two things. First thing is it checks the availability. So that is the first thing. It actually times the user requested appointed time. This is a make appointment setup. This the second one is booking the exact appointment. So once what you do is like once you check the appointment is there, it books the appointment. So it works in both ways, and we will show you how it works. And this is the advanced. If you are in Europe and you wanna use this in Europe, this is Europe HIV pregnant. You can also record the audios and everything, and you can check the silence route times, delays, LLM delays. It's better at 0.1. LLM delays is how fast or slow is your AI is talking. So that is what an LLM delay is. So you can also have interruption of thresholds, maximum durations, so all these things. So we have functions, different kinds of functions. So once you actually play through all the things in VAPI, you know how much of customizable it is. Then you have the analysis, so you can have like a prompt and have the summary of it. So this is how a successful AI VAPI agent looks like. And you can add a lot of voice libraries. We added a German voice. This is how it
all our dreams can come true if we have the
so that's how the AI voice look like. And you can see the voice call logs and everything, right? So these are all the different things that can be there. So for example, if you want to talk to the assistant, you can simply press here. It will go through, and you can check right now how the assistant actually works, and you can tweak it a bit.
Hello, Herr Kastner. My name is Chris von Intentura Group.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hey, wie läuft es in deinem aktuellen Job? Hey, hast du eine Minute? Ich bin Chris von Intentura und ich würde gerne ein bisschen mit dir plaudern. Wie läuft es denn in deinem aktuellen Job?
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. Can you tell more about the job?
Freut mich zu hören. Soll doch, was machst du aktuell beruflich und in welcher Branche bist du tätig?
That's pretty cool. Thank you so much. So this agent I actually designed for like a recruitment agency. It's completely in German, and it actually speaks like a human to you, and the latency is very less compared to how it works. For example, twilio it's 1500 unless it's less than 1600. It's a good go to go. And also you can check out the every AI one that we have. It is 16 cents, and the latency is pretty less, similar to this. Yeah, you can talk to every AI. So you can correct it out, check it how it's there, check the functions in the backend.
I am Amy. Thank you for showing interest in our AI infra services. How are you doing?
Hey Amy, I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. So are you a business owner?
Yeah, I'm a business owner.
That's awesome. Do you have any questions before we jump into scheduling your appointment?
No, I don't have any questions. When can I book an appointment?
All right, could you suggest a date for the appointment?
Could you do 6th of July, Saturday?
All right, let's go with the 6th of July. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Oops. Looks like we only operate Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
How about we pick a weekday instead?
Okay.
Any date that works for you?
Can you do next Monday?
Just a sec. Here are 3 available time slots for Monday, July 8th. 1, 10 a.m., 2, 1 p.m., 3, 3 p.m. Which one works best for you?
Can you do 10 a.m. on Monday?
Got it. Monday at 10 a.m. Let's get some details to finalize the appointment. Can you provide your name?
So my name is Indra.
Great, Indor. What's your email? And please spell it out for me.
It is everyai.com@gmail.com.
Just to confirm, your email is everyai.com@gmail.com. Is that correct?
Yes, it is correct.
And awesome. Now, what's the purpose of the appointment?
To know about the AI services.
All right, let's review all the details before we finalize. Monday, July 8th at 10 a.m. to know about the AI services. Does everything look good?
Yeah, it looks good.
This'll just take a sec. Fantastic. I'll get that booked for you. Hang tight. Your appointment is confirmed for Monday, July 8th at 10 a.m. Looking forward to chatting with you, Indor.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
You're welcome, Indor. Glad I could help.
So this is how it actually books it up. There is a high chance that I will get this thing. I have some other thing, maybe the spam or something. The new meet link, everyai.com@gmail.com. Oh, I spelled it wrong. It's every-ai.com. But yeah, that's how the whole works. It's actually talks you like a human, and it actually gives you the entire vibe of the human. So completely it gives you the best thing. So this is how VAPI works. And when you go to Bland, you can go to login, and I think I have finished logged in with it. Give me one sec. So this is how you log into Bland. You just use your phone number. And Bland is pretty simple, but you don't have these many number of optimizations or things like that, and you can directly use code in Bland. But yeah, let me. This is how you log in Bland. The things I like about Bland is it's straightforward, easy to use. But the thing I hate about Bland is you can't optimize much in Bland. So that's where VAPI comes in, and it actually gives you the best optimization that you can. Oh, let me optimize it again. Verification code is. Check. 171675. Yep. So you can directly log in, you can select the account, and Bland has these features. So for example, you can send phone calls, bulk calls, credits, and all these things. You can have call logs, right? How is the call is going on, call length, messages, and you can have conversations paths. So for example, restaurant conversation, you can see the conversation how it goes, right? You can edit it, for example, how it can doing, after the greet what they should do, after a edge. So you can have like an entire workflow coming up, how they do it, right? And you can have campaigns. For example, you can create a campaign, batch it up. You have playground, test and build the tools, right? You can purchase the credits. So for example here, if you have $10, you can have 80 minutes. So you can purchase top up like a recharge, right? And also you have $20, 165, $50, it's 7 hours. So you top it up and you directly call it, right? Phone numbers you can purchase depending on list, but you can't bring your entire number. For example, including outbound, inbound and outbound, you can purchase a number directly here, right? You can select a number and you can purchase it. You can't bring your own number here. It is public and curated voice, and you can upload your voice clone. You can use 5 years of it, and it's in the back end. 11 labs will be used to clone your voice. And here's the infrastructure, how much you're using, how much you can build it up. For example, you can have 500 calls per day, 2000. You can have like unlimited in enterprise. So scaling up, these are the things that you need to have. I'd say more this thing. See here, you should have, if you want to build your own twilio, you should have like a $299 subscription just to build your own twilio. But in let's say in VAPI, you can directly connect your twilio, so it is more flexible. But yeah, you can have enterprise. You can check the pricings of how the enterprise works. This is simple, sorry. uh, they always say to connect it, and some person from will actually connect to you enterprise level. And this is bland web, which is kind of how we saw in VAPI itself. So this is how you entirely make it. For example, you can get started on a call. There are three methods: bland, enhanced, turbo. Everyone says enhanced is good. So once you get it here, you have all these things. You have the prompt. Similar to that, you can do it, and that is all the whole thing that you can manage it up. Other than that, you can't able to do the different number of functionalities or things like that, right? Encrypted keys, prompting guide. You can, for example, let's say telehealth, it's like a prompt, right? You have voices, different voice, and these things. You have the guides, pronunciations. You can give all of these things, how to say specific things. And if it goes to voicemail, you can give a custom wait seconds, and you can test the webhook. For example, if there is a single function, you can test the webhook, but you can't do multiple things. But if you want to scale it up, you want to, let's say, copy the code, use the code somewhere else to make it up in the big ones. For example, let's say you can have like a batch calling here itself, but it is not as effective. For example, you can upload a CSV, give a prompt, and do things like this. But bland is not as effective and developer friendly as VAPI is. So that is why people are preferring VAPI, because they can do a lot more than bland. Even the price is kind of 30 to 40% less than what VAPI is in bland. So this is a thing of selection, and even bland doesn't provide direct booking at the booking of appointments. You need to have a make connection in the back end of it. So that's how you can build it up. So in this video, this is all about the comparison of VAPI, bland, and Synflow, and in detail explanations. In the next ones, we will learn about how you can actually make a proper end-to-end app, and we will have a complete look into it. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.